Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Nilanjan, and welcome to another episode of Redmi OK Please, a brand new podcast here on Redmi India. As always, I have my co-hosts Ashish, Garvita, and Momita today with me, and this episode is going to be a very special one. Well, because we've launched our first ever 5G smartphone. That's right, guys. We recently launched Redmi Note 10T 5G, and we're going to talk a lot about that particular product. We also have a very special guest on this episode, but more on that later. For now, let's get this podcast started.
So that brings us back to, I think, the first ever episode of Redmi OK Please, and the kind of love that we got on that episode. I think it was a mind-blowing response to the episode. Ashish, what's your take on it?
Yeah, I can see some comments on the YouTube chat section, some comments on our social media, and everywhere people are like, this UP guy, OP, Neil sir, Nilanjan sir,
इसने बस अपने comments पढ़े हैं.
Why have I asked this question to Ashish is
I was
a lot of you who do not know, a lot of people who have praised Ashish here are Ashish's friends only.
and some he paid off. कुछ को पैसा दिया है और बाकी फ्रेंड्स हैं. फ्रेंड्स कम है आशीष के, पैसे ज़्यादा लिए हैं लोगों ने, बट हाँ ठीक है, ये जो भी ओपी यूपी का सब है ना, ये सब फेक है, मैं बता रही हूँ.
And we have selected a few bunch of comments that we had on our first episode to just highlight कि हाँ यार कुछ crazy किया था हम लोग. So Garvita, you want to take this first comment?
तुम्हारे बारे में ही है, तो तुम चाहते हो, you want to give it
Actually,
to me.
all the comments are about Ashish.
Yeah man.
Paid comment.
तेल दिया, ठोक दिया, यूपी गाय ओपी, बेस्ट एपिसोड, ग्रेट जॉब रेडमी. क्या
अरे
बात है
बाप रे. आशीष ये तेरा दोस्त है ना?
Thank you, Saurabh.
Musk and Manu collab confirmed.
Oh, Akash Javeri, बिल्कुल.
Elon Musk, if you're watching this, and Manu sir, I know you're watching this, so please let's think about a collab soon, and probably it will be probably on Redmi OK Please.
ठीक है. सुपर मस्क एपिसोड, सुपर मस्क कोलैब होगा, नहीं है? एकदम चौचक वार्तालाप किए हो.
अरे बढ़िया बात करते
सत्यम
हो आप.
साहू.
पसंद आए हैं आप हमें, कमेंट्स बढ़िया है.
Thank you Satya.
थैंक यू सत्यम.
हम करते ही क्या है, हम वार्तालाप ही करते हैं. दिस इज
Devansh
बेसिकली
Thawani. अरे, is this Ashish Thawani's brother?
आशीष का younger brother यार.
You guys are pro max in creativity and cracking lame jokes. Between हमने बेल आइकॉन को पेल दिया है, एकदम ठोक दिया है.
छील दिया है, पील दिया है. हमने तुमको अपना दिल दिया है.
Cool.
Simply Sangram.
Yes.
Simple. Okay.
A new beginning to cut down our stress in this time. Thank you, Sangram. Loved the conversation and feels a part of it. That's what we wanted to do on the first day. And thank you guys. You all guys are now so close. Again, so thank you. As far as I can listen, there may be 6 times the word pop jokes. Okay. This brings us to the giveaway section that we had in the previous episode. We had a giveaway question. And Neil, when are we gonna announce the winner for this answer?
So the question for the last giveaway was, how many times did we mention the word pop jokes in episode 1? And the winner of that giveaway, the one who gave the right answer, there were a lot of people who gave the right answer, so we had to choose randomly. And the winner is somebody that you will come to know later on in the video. So keep watching. Plus, guys, we also have a giveaway in this episode. So once again, keep watching till the end to know that giveaway and for a chance to win a brand new Redmi Note 10T 5G. That's right, guys. The winner of this episode's giveaway will win our latest 5G smartphone, the first ever 5G smartphone from Redmi Note 10T 5G. So keep watching this video till the end and participate in the giveaway. Tweet, comment, like, etc. with the hashtag guys, Hashtag Redmi okay please, and keep watching this video. A lot of our Mi fans were actually able to guess some of the features, right? Which was good because that's the whole point of a teaser. But they were also not able to guess a few of the things. But the main architect behind this preheat campaign has been Ashish, Momita, and Garvita. And I think one of the most standout sort of campaigns that we did for this particular product was the Portal campaign. And we had some fantastic films, and here are a few films for you to binge on. You're eating popcorn in the middle of a shoot.
Yeah, I like drama. I said no script में drama होना चाहिए. तो podcast में भी drama होना चाहिए. For that I have popcorn.
That brings us back to, I think, a series of amazing films that we made in order to, you know, like हम लोग का तब I think दिमाग में ऐसा था कि fast and futuristic. So fast and futuristic के साथ we also wanted to bring in the fun element, right? And for that, I think you would have like already seen these amazingly fun films on our social handles. I think I'll talk about my, you know, favorite one. I think y'all can pick your favorite ones. So I think this film where we have Ishan Jain, and he supposedly can pull off 69 jumping jacks in 30 seconds. Mad, right? But
I didn't even know, Momita, that you know such a thing is like. I didn't even know that you can get a world record for doing fastest number of jumping jacks in 30 seconds.
Yeah, man.
But when you see him in action, it's insane. His hands, his legs are like a blur, and you can like. It's amazing that a person, he is so young, can actually pull this off. It's like hats off to him. Amazing stuff.
मेरे
Right,
PT
right.
teacher मेरे school
I
के,
think-
he must be proud looking at this. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like,
Guys, I tried to
Shit,
work
oh
out.
shit, oh shit.
The
but
recording.
guys, I have a hack for this. I can bring 1,000 people named Jack and I can ask them to jump. So that's jumping jacks, 1,000 jumping jacks in 1 second. Can you beat that?
Redmi Note 10T 5G is more amazing, super amazing. Because with the Redmi Note 10T 5G, we are trying to give you something bigger. I would say in 28 seconds, you'd be able to transfer a 1 GB file. How mad is that?
We're talking
And
about
that's all because of UFS 2.2 on this phone, right? That you can transfer data very quickly.
Right.
Now, talking about the 5G aspect, I think Garvita, you were going to tell everybody about the coconut films, which were really, really crazy. There's one aspect of the phone that I really liked, but why don't you tell everybody what happened in that film?
So yeah, you're right, Neil. I mean, just to show how fast and futuristic Redmi Note 10T 5G can be, Ishan ke साथ साथ we did another film which had Abhish Dominic, and he has a record that he can smash 122 coconuts in 60 seconds. I mean, that's not even an
That's-
exaggeration. That's just the amount of fast and futuristic this phone is going to be, and you know, that's
I mean,
it.
Garvita, wait, hold on. The phone
Huh.
can't smash 122 coconuts, so it's not the phone. It's all about Abhish Dominic. And just like think of it, right?
Yeah.
The first time I saw him, it's like he has this heavy name, Abhish Dominic. And there is one particular frame in the film, we'll probably freeze it for you here, where he's looking at the coconut like this and he's like, you know, you can literally see that meme that says, I'm going to end this man's career. He's looking at the coconut like that, and he's just bare-handed, bare-fisted smashes 122 coconuts. It's like insane. And that was super cool. Momita, you are always, throwing shade and what do you call verbal punches. But here we had Shraddha, who is the world record holder for the fastest number of punches in a minute. Can you guess how many punches she did in a minute? So she can actually do 428 straight punches in 60 seconds. Any guesses how many punches that is in a minute? In 1 second. How many punches is that in 1 second?
Around 7
128 by 60.
Do the math. Do the math.
416 by 60. कितना बोला?
428 by
428 divided by 60.
आगे की क्वेश्चन वाला नहीं यहाँ पे one more time.
1 4 1 4
अभी आएगा. अभी आएगा. A few moments later or one eternity later. Around 8 punches in 1 second, which is
Great.
like she's done 8 punches. That's unbelievable, right? Crazy stuff. But even she is probably not as fast enough as Redmi Note 20 5G because of the 90 Hz adaptive sync that particular phone has. By the way, guys, we were talking about this recently, and I want to share it with everyone else as well. Redmi Note 4G was a smartphone. First dual band 4G smartphone under 10,000 rupees. And back then also 4G was pretty scarce. There were only in some pockets in the country 4G was available, so it was still not a very mainstream kind of technology. And I remember that, so normally all of the product launches happen in New Delhi, but at that point of time, Gurgaon was the only place which had 4G support. Now, to demonstrate that, for the first time, we had shifted our launch location to Gurgaon so that we could demonstrate, right? And there was no other phone like above under 10,000 that offered that kind of capability, and most of the 4G smartphones at that point of time were very, very expensive. And a lot of people, and we've seen a lot of entries, and a lot of people have shared the stories about Redmi Note 4G, saying that this smartphone was like their first Redmi Note device, which is a really amazing thing. Now coming back, fast forward again, fast and futuristic. In 2021, we have Redmi Note 10 5G. Again, 5G is not yet mainstream in the country. It's going to come here very soon. But this smartphone offers a dual standby 5G, so you can use 2 5G SIM cards, and you can switch between them to experience 5G speeds. Again, at a price which nobody else is offering it. A lot of the premium brands who offer 5G in India don't come with dual 5G. So a lot of similarities between Redmi Note 4G and Redmi Note 10 5G. And one thing, right, if you think of it, we are so lucky to have been behind launching this particular product, because back when 4G revolution started in India, we were like not even working, right? Like I was working. I'm not sure about you guys, but I wasn't in Xiaomi, and I had no clue that, okay, such a revolution is taking place somewhere. And now in 2021, we are again at the cusp of something new. 5G is coming, and we are launching this crazy phone. So literally thinking about it is like giving me goosebumps right now. And it's a moment that I hope that you guys will all cherish throughout your career, that you look back and you say that we were one of the teams that was behind the 5G revolution in India. So that's really, really nice.
Neil, I have a fun fact. I have actually a fact wherein, as you said, that Gurgaon was one of the few pockets wherein 4G was introduced. Like, it has a reason behind it, because Gurgaon was actually on 2Gs. Gurgaon, G and G. So transitioning to a 4G wasn't that tough for that city.
This guy is really fast, isn't he? No wonder he's been included. He actually creates a lame joke really fast in his head.
Yeah. He's very fast and
Right.
futuristic like that. He's very fast.
Yeah, you're very fast and futuristically lame. But okay, beautiful. I think it was a beautiful joke. I think Gurgaon itself didn't know that. Even Manu, I'm sure Manu didn't know this G-wala fact. I think Manu sir is watching us right now.
I think one big round of applause for Ashish. Very slow caps.
2G में दे दो, मैं 3G भी नहीं
ये
दूंगी.
मेरे लिए ताली बजा रहे हैं
1G में दे.
मेरे पास कोई अल्फाज नहीं है, मुझे माफ कर दे आप लोग सारे, मुझे छुट्टी दे दें.
So let's welcome. We actually told you about the special guest for this session, and it's no other
Wait,
than.
wait, Mamita.
Definitely not spill the name.
Yes, let the audience guess. So this is the clue. When you go on a beach and you dig deeper, what do you find?
Oh, he's gonna kill you for this.
God, he is going to
Oh,
kill you for
God.
this.
He'll kill you.
Please.
I think it's
please.
time to meet our special guest. Alright, guys, there you have it, and now it's time to welcome the special guest of this episode. A lot of you know him, a lot of you have seen him before, and definitely a lot of you love the way he clicks his pictures. Please put it up and welcome for the first time ever Sandeep Sarma on Redmi OK, please. Sandeep, welcome so much to the podcast. Really great to have you here. How are you doing?
Thank you, Neil. Happy to be here. I'm doing fine, working from home basically, but also been going to the office a bit for some shoots.
But Sandeep, you've had an amazing journey, and you've been one of the founders of Rev Class, which is such a big tech channel in India, and now you have moved on to a brand side of things, right? You've been reviewing tech for multiple brands for so many years, and now you're part of a company that basically makes those products that you used to review earlier. So how's the transition been, and what's the experience so far?
So transition has been smoother than I expected. I think probably because of two major things. One, I knew quite a lot of you even before I joined Xiaomi. So I interacted with you on multiple different occasions, and I think that icebreaker was not really needed because I knew you guys personally and even professionally. So it was much easier to do the transition, and I actually could start off without actually having to introduce myself or making special sort of approach and things like that. But the experience has been great. Like, I expected to maybe stumble, fall, make a lot of mistakes or have a lot of roadblocks, but everything has been smooth. I think it's basically the entire culture, the work culture that Xiaomi has. It's very, very dynamic. It's very enriching, and it's a lot of fun basically. So I think that's the main reason why things have been going so smoothly, and I'm enjoying myself so far.
Awesome. And like, talking about Xiaomi, you just did your debut on Redmi India YouTube channel, which is a channel that you yourself are very, very invested in growing. So how was that experience to be part of a launch event?
I think it was something that's hard to explain in words, but surreal for sure, because you learn a lot. And although I have done maybe different shoots of different scale, I think when you are associated with the product and then you're presenting that product, because a lot of people have worked, hours and hours over years to actually achieve what this product has become at the end. And when you are sort of becoming the face for it for the launch, it's something that you feel a bit nervous for, but at the same time you feel privileged and you feel happy that you're being trusted upon by the users as well as the people in the company, and you really want to do a good job. So hopefully the job was done well, but the product is great, and as a result I feel really happy to be part of this launch as well.
Yeah, and the kind of response we've got for Redmi Note 10T 5G has been incredible. And now, since you were one of the panelists and you spoke about the product, and you also have far more, more understanding of that particular product. So there are some things that is customary that I ask you, right?
Sure.
So one is, what is it about Redmi Note 10T which should be something that users in this price segment should consider over, say, any other phone in this particular price segment?
The thing you can expect from this is that it's fast, as the name implies. It's fast and futuristic, great processor, you have great camera setup. It's futuristic because it's 5G ready. So whenever 5G networks roll out in India, your device will be able to support that. And that's one of the main things I feel people looking for a 5G smartphone want right now. They want it to be future proof. But some of the things that other competitors do is that they sacrifice on other things like the camera or the performance in order to give you that at a particular price point. So we believe in the marriage between hardware and software and ensure that both ends are actually done perfectly well so that you get the best experience as an end user. So that's what has happened with the Redmi Note 10T 5G as well. It's something that you really need to try yourself to understand just how well it's been implemented. both in terms of hardware, in terms of software, and how it works together so seamlessly, and you get the best experience possible, not just in this price segment, but I feel even a few notches higher. If you compare the devices, you'll be like, wow, this feels so premium and this feels so fast and smooth. Like, how have they done it at such an affordable price point?
Absolutely. And you know what, like we were talking about Redmi Note 10T a few days ago, and we were sort of drawing parallels to Redmi Note 4G. And back when that particular product had launched, 4G was very scarce in India. With Redmi Note 10T 5G, again, we have managed to sort of democratize this accessibility to future tech. Well, it not just has 5G, but it also has like dual 5G standby, so you can use both SIM cards which support 5G at any point of time. And I think the pricing has been definitely spot on. Really looking forward to what our Mi fans are going to say about this product. So far, so good, and I hope that they choose this and they enjoy and experience sort of like the excitement of owning a future-ready device. So really, really excited for that. Which brings me to one question, right? If you were to describe Redmi Note 10T 5G in say 2-3 words, and with fast not being one of those words, what would you describe it as?
Okay, that's very interesting. So I would say the futuristic is one, because I think that's something you can't take away from the phone. It's future ready, and that's something that has to go along with it for sure. Fast, I think it's implied people will get it, so I don't need to say that. But I would say breathtaking. I don't know why, but that word sort of comes into mind, possibly because of the overall experience that I had with it, right? Like at that price point, you can't get anything better than this. So it's definitely breathtaking, because you are in for a surprise, a pleasant surprise, because you don't expect it, but then you are like, wow, this is great. So I would say breathtaking and futuristic. These are two terms I would use.
And like the colors of the phone is also really, really striking, right?
Yeah.
The blue one especially looks really good with the new camera sort of island on the left, which has this hint of silver in it. Really looks premium. And well, I can't wait to get my hands on this particular product. Now, a lot of you guys know Sandeep as a filmmaker, as a YouTuber, right? And I want to take this opportunity, Sandeep, that a lot of the people who use our products, who follow our pages and handles, are also content creators. Like if you were to go to Instagram and just type hashtag Redmi, you'll get like over 1 million hashtag mentions. We see a lot of up and coming YouTubers who are starting the journey or had started the journey with a smartphone. And I'm sure like 8 out of 10 times it's been a Redmi or a Mi device that they've shot on. So now talking about your YouTube journey, I'm sure a lot of the people out here will be interested to know that how did you build Rev Atlas and how did you become a YouTuber? If you could just elaborate a little bit, give some insights for the people. I understand that you also had a degree in filmmaking, right? So if you want to tell all the audience about that.
So, I mean, the interest sort of started when I understood that, okay, films are something that I spent a lot of time watching, and I wanted to get to know like how these things are done, like how is the exact process of filmmaking. And I wanted to sort of get into the film industry on my own, but due to several reasons, including politics and stuff, I was like, maybe not exactly the film industry, but still create content. That at the end of the day is still an experience that I think creators would definitely vouch for. It's something that's enriching your life. It's something that you feel proud of. And when you get feedback from users, it definitely makes you happy, because these are things that actually make the other person's lives a whole lot better. So that way, being a creator is something that I really enjoy. And in terms of YouTube itself, I started my journey with a previous company of mine. I started making small videos. In essence, I had two different sort of interests. One was being able to handle the camera and taking videos and photos, and the other was smartphones and tech in general. And I just combined these two things, and that's how Revettless came to be, more or less.
One of the things that I want to ask you is that what made you choose the field of technology, or smartphones, laptops, etc., and build a YouTube channel around that? Like you could have done, say, maybe short films or fashion or photography, etc., something like that. But why tech?
I think apart from my interest in technology, one of the other things is that technology is a powerful tool that can improve your life or make your life a whole lot easier if used well. So I basically wanted to showcase just how technology can be used in a positive way. So if you look at some of the things that we have done, especially in terms of travelogues and stuff, these basically show the end user how using just a smartphone camera, you can create great masterpieces or cinematic videos without even needing like a professional DSLR or mirrorless camera or a video camera for that matter, and how the tool that you have or the camera that you have on you is always the most powerful tool to tell a story. So one of the other sort of advice that I would like to give people or creators out there is that your smartphone right now is so capable. If you just tap in and use it rightly, you can create wonderful looking videos, wonderful looking images. And at the end of the day, what matters is that you get started. So you can always work on improving your content, but a lot of people hesitate to get started creating content. And what they basically do is that they wait and they say that let me save up, let me buy a camera, and then let me start. But I would say just get started as soon as possible, and you can improve along the way. That way, your viewers or your audience is also part of your growing process, your learning process, and they see you become a much better creator as well.
Okay, Sandeep. So now that you're here on Redmi OK Please, and you've also hosted the launch of Redmi Note 10T 5G, the fast and futuristic device, here's an interesting game. You just need to be as fast as Redmi Note 10T 5G. We're going to play a round of rapid fire. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hopefully.
Okay. If you were to describe your YouTube experience in 2 words, what would that be?
Enriching, empowering.
What are some of the other things, apart from, say, YouTube or Xiaomi, that you're really proud of?
I think my kids. The other
You
thing
also-
is.
You also have a dog who has a Twitter account with 152 followers, right? Rambo.
Yeah. So he's sleeping right below me right now. I don't know if you guys can hear us snoring, but if you're hearing some sort of a noise, it's not me sleeping off, but it's Rambo actually snoring. So
Awesome. Okay, next question. What do you think about Redmi Note 10T 5G?
it's an amazing device. I think this is going to surprise most people because this is actually extremely good value for money and great on performance, great on camera, and it's future ready as well.
Awesome. If you were to describe Redmi OK Please in 1 word, what would that be?
Entertaining.
Oh, I really hope so, Sandeep.
No, I really loved the first episode. I was laughing quite a bit, and I told you the same as well. I
Yes.
think most of the people would find this extremely hilarious, and I like to see that side because we all know how we are with one another, but when that comes on camera and puts it out for the public to see, that is definitely something that people would find interesting.
Interesting and, to be honest, slightly scary as well for
For sure.
us to sort of put out ourselves over there. Okay, time for the next question. What's one favorite feature about Redmi Note 10T 5G?
The cameras. I quite like the cameras because there's a lot of features that you can actually use in terms of the camera, in terms of the overall quality. It's actually much better than anything else in this price range. And if you look at the other competition, the 5G competition, it's actually very, very poor. So as part of this job, obviously we have to compare. So when we did comparison, we were actually quite surprised as to how much better the Note 10T 5G was compared to the rest of the 5G devices.
And in addition to the previous question, what would be one of the biggest reasons for any Mi fan to consider this device?
I think it's the possibility of using it in the future with an even better experience. I mean, the smartphone is already great, but as and when the 5G networks roll out in India, your entire experience actually gets much more faster, much more better, and it'll be much more seamless. So this is something that rarely happens. It has happened in the past, say with the Redmi Note 4G device, but now what's going to happen is in a few months or whenever 5G does roll out, your device experience is actually going to get even better than it was out of the box itself. That's not something you actually get to experience every day.
Awesome. And which is your favorite color among all the color options available?
For me, it's the green. I quite like the green. I did see the blue. I like the blue as well, but I think one color, if I had to pick, it would be the green.
I think they should just rename the blue version to Neil version. And this is something that I'm definitely going to petition. So guys, if you think that is also something that the company should do, please comment down below. We are hearing you out.
Nice one. I would definitely support that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, I have one vote already.
Yeah.
Sandeep, final question for you. Among
Yeah.
the entire Redmi portfolio, which has been your most favorite device and why?
Oh man, this is a bit difficult because this is like asking to pick between your children, right? Who's your favorite child? So I don't know if I can give one answer, but I would say that the benefit of having Redmi devices, right, or Redmi devices in the current lineup is that there is a phone for everyone out there, right? You want a futuristic device, you want something that's future proof, future ready. You have the Note 10T, 5G. If you want something that has everything, like you're a creator, you want to do everything, you have the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. If you want something else, there is the Redmi Note 10 Pro, the Note 10, and so on. So there is a device for every single person out there, and that is the beauty of Redmi devices. I feel that you don't have to choose because everyone gets their own choice, right? So if I say that this is the one best device, it does not make sense because there is the best phone for every single user out there, and that is the specialty of Redmi line.
Absolutely. And to be honest, Sandeep, and I'm sure like we mentioned this in the previous episode, we're actually filming this podcast on a Redmi device. So it's not like we have some, expensive equipment to do this.
Right.
The whole point, like you said, is about getting started and also giving a taste of, your growth to your audience also. I think people will relate more that this person started from the bottom and now onto the top, right? Somebody doesn't become an instant hit overnight. So I think, thank you so much for those pieces of advice. I'm sure that all the viewers, our audience, can find some key takeaways in that. And it's been great having you on the show. But before you leave for today, I want to tell you to tell the audience here that if they were to like, share, subscribe, and give this podcast a big thumbs up, so please take it away and plug in Redmi OK Please for us.
So this is something that I feel is very generic. At least people have told me that I can improve the way that I say stuff. But for me, I always believe that great content speaks for itself. So I always say, if you like this, please hit the like button. If you like it, please also share the video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well, because this is one podcast that you don't want to miss. I enjoyed myself watching the first episode. It was so much fun and so great, and I'm sure that this is just going to get better and better. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also turn on notifications to avoid missing any videos from Redmi OK Please and Redmi India channel.
Thank you so much, Sandeep, for being a part of the show and taking out your time. Really amazing to have you here, and I'm very sure that all the audience also loved seeing you here. Thank you so much, and please take care, and I'll see you very shortly in office someday.
Sure. Thank you, Neil. Thank you.
Momita, अब तुम शर्माओ नहीं, because Sandeep Sharma has already gone. So take away to the next side.
Right? So अब मैं शर्माऊंगी नहीं आशीष. Thank you for that absolutely horrible joke. And this brings us back to our WTF news. पहले वाले सेशन में भी किया था, इस वाले सेशन में भी होगा. Last time I think we brought you that absolutely crazy fact, and I think this time around also the others do not know about this crazy WTF news. So let me get you guys all WTFing, right? Okay, so the WTF news for the day is Elon Musk का company है SpaceX. SpaceX has decided to launch a billboard in space, right? So SpaceX has basically decided to partner with a Canadian firm called GEC, and they have decided to send a cube satellite or a CubeSat to space with digital ads being played on it. And just imagine, and you'll actually have to buy cryptocurrency tokens in order to be able to, you have to purchase cryptocurrency tokens in order to be able to pay for this. What do you guys think about this? कैसा मस्त ऐसा उल्टा पुल्टा प्लान है ना? So this basically means हाँ वो लोग billboard actually लेके उनका SpaceX का एक shuttle है wherein they will be sending the satellite and they will release the satellite in space. And satellite वो cube satellite है जिसपे कि उसको बोलते हैं CubeSat, and उसके ऊपर they will be playing advertisements. और जितना longer या जितना बड़ा larger होगा आपका advertisement उस हिसाब से you'll be charged.
This is a great opportunity. मतलब एक नया avenue है.
I think
Neil, what do you think? Neil,
वहाँ पे
would you
वहाँ पे
want to?
Redmi OK Please का एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर.
वही मैं यही बोलने वाली थी.
लेकिन
Watch
सुनो,
OK Please.
मेरे हिसाब से अगर वहाँ पे Redmi OK Please गया, उसे छोटा सा रखते हैं क्योंकि जितना बड़ा होगा उस हिसाब से क्रिप्टोकरेंसी डालना पड़ेगा. आशीष प्लीज बताओ.
But मतलब if we were to think about it, like पहले it was traditional advertising, then we were introduced to digital, social, तो उस हिसाब से teams बढ़ी. Now when this comes up, companies will have a new team which will be called space advertising. So those companies will like gather the data. But मतलब this is interesting कि मतलब सब अगर मतलब आसमान में दिख रहा है, हाउ आर यू ट्रैकिंग दैट डेटा कि कौन कौन उस एडवर्टीजमेंट को देख रहा है, एंड मतलब एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम टॉप टू बिगिनिंग कि कैसे रखना है, क्या रखना है, कौन
Space
एडवर्टाइजमेंट देख रहा
marketing.
है, या स्पेस
So
मार्केटिंग.
we're doing social marketing. It's going to be space marketing, and then uska performance. Oh, great!
Talking about fast and futuristic, I think we'll all have to, talk about the fast and futuristic images that we got from our amazing photographers, right, guys?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I think
Lovely.
ये तो I'm something I'm super proud of, because fast and futuristic, in our minds it was something, it was huge, but it's been shaping up so well. Be it our teasers or be it this Instagram piece, the shot on Redmi piece. I mean, look at these reels, these photos. They're very sci-fi. They're very aesthetic, and with every photo you can see one thing, that there's something futuristic or there's something fast about it. So I think जो theme है ना, fast and futuristic, it is being carried on flawlessly everywhere. And like this particular photo, do you guys remember that photo that our Me fan Biswajit, he sent that, and I think that is one photo I absolutely love. So it's a light painting. It's a long exposure photograph with a car. So there's a toy car, but if you look at it, it actually looks like there's a sports car in it, which is the beauty of that photo. What other photos do you guys like? I think I liked, मुझे तो बहुत सारे ऐसे हैं जो अच्छे लग रहे थे, but I think this particular one जो बिस्वा वाला मैं बता रही हूँ, that is one of my favorites. What all did you like?
मुझे तो भाई I saw this amazing क्लोन मोड वाला एक पिक्चर दैट अक्षय हैड शॉट. उसकी पूरी मतलब आई थिंक हम लोगों ने जैसा आई थिंक थीम रखा था, पूरा वो नियॉन लाइट्स, ही हैज कैप्चर्ड ऑल ऑफ दैट इनटू द इमेज, प्लस ही हैज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड क्लोन मोड इनटू इट, एंड इट looks like three Akshay's are, I think, gaming on his laptop, right? And it was like
which is a good plugin for the game turbo that comes with Redmi Note 10T 5G.
Right.
I think sci-fi plus the game turbo aspect of that, I think it came across beautifully.
Right. It was some amazing content from my end. Neil and Ashish, which ones did you all like?
The good thing about this is we actually got a chance to meet with our Fans with Benefits photographers in the last week, which was a great experience. I met them for the first time. I've been following their work for quite some time. And guys, we have one interesting idea, right? We want to feature one photographer in our upcoming episodes of Redmi OK Please. So think about this. These guys are creating content day in and day out. If they are coming up on this podcast and talking to you, what are the kind of questions would you want us to ask them? So if you have any suggestions, please feel free to put it down in the comment section below, and we'll take up your questions and ask them. But more than anything, right, people say that कि मैं भी photographer हूँ या फिर even I can create, which is of course everybody, सब लोग सब कुछ कर सकते हैं with Redmi Note 10 Pro Max, but there is a certain amount of discipline and say out of the box thinking required when you sort of put kind of a layer to it, saying that your photos, we need to create content that's looking fast and futuristic. They need to be of a certain color. A lot of the photographers here, for example, Sachin has taken a very brilliant light trail. I think that's shot somewhere. I'm not very sure, but probably near Chandigarh, Manali. That's what he said, right? Towards Manali, he has shot it, and he shot it like in the middle of the night. So it's not all like easy to do. It's a really hard effort to pull off such shots, but that's the reason why they are part of our exclusive community here on Instagram.
And this hashtag fast and futuristic, a lot of other photographers who aren't like working with us directly have been posting a lot of pictures and a lot of brilliant ideas on Instagram. And this gives us like a ray of hope कि हाँ, we have a lot more talent that we can provide a platform on with the Fans with Benefits program. And we can ask these people to come on board and just like do whatever they like, do whatever they have in their mind. We just like, it's just an open space, an open platform for everyone to challenge themselves.
The show producer has just sent me a document and he's saying, so the four of you guys are having loads of fun, but it's now time for us in production to have fun. Okay. Ooh. He's saying, let's play a game, and then he's put like a devil emoji. He says that every person on the panel, that is the four of us, will be asked a question. Okay? And the question is, what would smartphones look 20 years down the line? So ये तो next level futuristic चले गए. And he's saying, draw your version of it.
ओह अच्छा, तभी पेन पेपर बोला था लाने को मुझे. ओह मेक सेंस.
हाँ.
व्हाट अ फेल दो. ड्रॉ तो करने
Okay.
नहीं आता.
बट ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा, विकास यादव जी ने बोला है.
अच्छा, और टाइमर है इस पे, कितने टाइम में करना है? ऐसे तो कोई टाइम लेगा. मैं चीटिंग होगा तो मैं नहीं खेलूंगी फिर.
देखो इन्हें ये हंसों की बूंदे पटो की गूंद में आसमान से खौदे पिंगरा इले फिर कवच बदल कर नाजुक से मोटी हंसते फिसल कर खो ना जाइए ये तारे जमीन पर खो ना जाइए ये तारे जमीन पर खो ना जाइए ये तारे जमीन पर
माताजी, पिताजी, 4G, 5G, proud of you. और इसी के साथ डिस्क्वालीफाई होते हैं हमारे गेम से 3 कंटेस्टेंट्स.
So you have your drawing ready?
Yes.
No.
It's a good thing I'm not a product designer, but this is what I've drawn. Okay, shall I go with mine?
Yes. I also have mine ready.
You do it first then.
No. Why? No, you go first. What is mine
You
is
go
the
first.
best one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do mine.
I have explanation.
I have drawn, so this is the phone of the future. Essentially, it's a slab of glass that's going to be sort of in your wrist, and then you're going to get like notifications and stuff like that. A short one.
Basically a smartwatch.
Smartphone
very
watch.
very
I guess.
innovative. ये तो
Smart
किसी ने
watch.
सोचा ही नहीं.
Smartphone.
Redmi watch has already done this.
Yes, Momita, you go
Smartwatch,
ahead.
guys. Buy it. No, why?
Come on,
I told
Momita.
you. No. I will go last.
Garvita, go.
Dude,
Go
okay,
guys.
इतना टाइम
Go,
लगा
go.
के भी मैंने ये
Go,
बनाया है.
Garvita, go.
Can you guys see this? So basically this is a small cube and it has Redmi written over
कैमरा
it.
पे दिखाओ.
अच्छा ठीक है कैमरा पे दिखाते हैं. So
वापस
this is
बोलो.
ठीक है, this is a small cube, okay, which has Redmi written over it, and from this cube, like a screen, like in Iron Man you can present the screen, no, like वो ऐसे screen आता है Jarvis का पूरा. There's a screen जिस पे message है and there's Neil का message which says come to office. After 20 years Neil is still haunting me to come to office. So उस पे वो message आ रहा है and it's just a screen. So it's not a phone, it's a cube with Redmi written over it. It's a cube and it can
You
fit in
copied
your
my
pocket.
idea.
I did not. आपका वाला idea
You can basically
अभी आ
use
जाएगा.
that on your wrist
Use
as
my
well, and then a
cube
hologram
satellite idea.
अभी
appears.
मेरा आइडिया भी ऐसा ही है.
Cube
सब-
satellite
ये सब
idea.
copy किया
Hologram
है.
वाला thing.
I'll go next then.
नहीं. अच्छा ठीक. नहीं.
सब
लोग ideas copy करते हैं.
भाई साहब
Redmi के.
पहले आप. नहीं
But
नहीं
it's-
बहन जी
it's
आप
something
जाइए.
that I saw in, if you've watched Black Mirror, you must have seen
I have.
this. So this happens. So I'm gonna show it to you guys first. So this is a guy. उसके कान के पीछे there is a camera plus a mic and a tracker and a remote. So if you've seen Black Mirror में, they can like revolve, rotate everything, fast forward, play सब कुछ.
It's in their
विकास
eyes.
यादव जी ने
It's
विकास
basically-
यादव जी ने बोला था कि स्मार्टफोन बनाने के लिए, नॉट अ स्मार्ट पर्सन.
But
तो
actually this
पूरा
is
हर
reality.
एस्पेक्ट उसको स्मार्ट कर दिया.
No, this is nice, but this is copied, so out. क्योंकि Black
Even
Mirror
yours
से
was
copy
copied.
किया. मैंने कॉपी नहीं करा है.
अरे अभी
मेरा
हमारे
inspiration
तेजस्वी
ही है.
स्टूडेंट बच्चा है मोमिता प्लीज.
Oh yes, Momita, come on.
मुझे तो टाइम नहीं मिला और मैं थोड़ा ओवरले कर रही थी. तो फर्स्ट यू ऑल कैन सी इट. ओके, सो आई विल एक्सप्लेन व्हाट
कैलकुलेटर लग रहा है.
ये कैमरा में देख लो. सुनो, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं था. तो ये है पहला. आई वांट अ फ्रंट 108 MP कैम, जो यहाँ से एक स्लाइडिंग स्क्रीन होगी जो ऊपर आएगी, जिसपे कि 108 MP लेडन होगा. फिर लेकिन एक्चुअल लेआउट होगा वो पुराने फोन्स का, जिसमें वो कीपैड होती है. वो बहुत इजी था यूज करने के लिए और वो हम यूज करेंगे, लेकिन विदाउट ऑन स्क्रीन, ताकि कभी खराब ना हो एंड आई कैन ऑलवेज एक्सेस इट. तो मुझे एबी से लेके सब कुछ नंबर सब कुछ यहाँ पे चाहिए. और जो मेरी स्क्रीन है और एक स्लाइडिंग स्क्रीन विल कम अप फ्रॉम द साइड. सी है.
ऐसा फोन है
नहीं है.
नहीं है.
ओनली
ठीक है,
हमारे
but
Redmi Redmi Note 10 Pro Max पे 108 MP बैक कैम है.
Yes, right, audience. Only me fans can choose the winner. So, guys, you know me for a long time. You know, I've interacted with a
I
lot
want
of
to
you
show
guys.
कि फिर से.
So, please, vote for my idea. And you can also vote for the others. All you got to do is just comment down below Team Ashish, Team Garvita, Team Momita, or Team Neil to basically tell us which was the best idea that you guys like.
So looks like it's your turn to choose us. That's nice, guys. Hope you choose me.
No.
Team Momita, or else. Yeah, or else you can also try for the others. But other than that, I think आप लोग भूल रहे हैं 2 week पहले की कहानी. I think we are supposed to choose our giveaway winner, guys. We are supposed to announce our giveaway winner. बहुत रहे बेचारे पूरा एपिसोड देखा, अब बता दो. Right?
So, the winner. Exciting. इसको थोड़ा hype up करते हैं. The
Yes,
winner
नाच है.
for the first ever episode of Redmi Okay Please is
जानने के देखते रहिए Redmi Okay Please एपिसोड 2. हम आते हैं एक छोटे से ब्रेक.
It's on your screen, guys. Congratulations.
congratulations for figuring out the number of times we mentioned the word Bob jokes in episode 1, which brings us, guys, as promised, it's now time for the giveaway question of this episode. And remember, as I told you guys at the start of this episode, that one lucky Me fan will stand a chance to win our first and latest Redmi 5G device. That's Redmi Note 10T 5G. And as we were discussing, guys, that Redmi Note 10T 5G is also for the users who are super fast. Not for everybody. You got to earn it. This is a special giveaway, so there are going to be some steps that you need to follow. So listen very closely to what I'm going to tell you. Step number 1 is to go and subscribe to Me Fans India official group on Telegram. That's the official Xiaomi group on Telegram. Yes, go subscribe to that channel. Step 2, record yourself telling the top features of Redmi Note 10T 5G. It can be a simple selfie video, and if it were me, I would say that Redmi Note 10T 5G comes with dual 5G, 90Hz adaptive sync, MediaTek Dimensity 700, etc, etc. So you got to do that. Pick the top features of Redmi Note 10T 5G and make a video, and the person who can make this video in the shortest amount of time wins. For example, if I can say the top 10 features of Redmi Note 10T 5G in 5 seconds, to win you would need to beat my time, right? So upload this video on Twitter with the hashtag Redmi OK Please and tag Redmi India. The winner to this contest will be announced in our 3rd episode, which is going to be coming very, very, very soon. So guys, 2 simple steps. Follow Me Fans India official on Telegram. Record a selfie video of yourself telling the specs of Redmi Note 10T in the fastest possible time, and upload it on Twitter using the hashtags Redmi OK Please and tag Redmi India to be eligible for this giveaway.
On that note, we have come to the end of this very special episode about Redmi Note 10T 5G. With me, signing off, are Nilanjan, Ashish, Garvita, and your one and only Momita. Vote for Momita, guys. Stay Momita. Bye-bye.
Oh, line chura li. No, vote for Garvita, man. Vote for Garvita. Okay, cool. Now bye, guys. Now you can go, but vote
Bye,
for
guys.
Garvita. Bye.